Arnab Goswami on the debate at 10, powered by Reva University, Greenply and Amrita Hospital, Faridabad.
Ladies and gentlemen, ahead of the Karnataka elections next year, the opposition is looking at everything as a means to spin controversy. Now, this time they are outreaching over Hindi Diwas celebrations. Frankly, this controversy is totally unnecessary. The Modi government has made their position on the language row amply clear. Why the hoopla over Hindi Diwas? Viewers, let's debate.
India is all set to mark Hindi Diwas on Wednesday. But in Karnataka, there's a controversy brewing.
We are not against Hindi, but you cannot have Hindi enforced upon us, the same central government. But in Karnataka, when they come, they sort of neglect Kannada. That is not acceptable.
JDS leader H.D. Kumaraswamy has written to the Chief Minister of Karnataka, saying Hindi Diwas should not be celebrated on taxpayer money. The state government has hit out, calling it an attempt to divide.
I think language is one thing which is very close to our heart of the Indian religion. Hindi is one of our Indian languages and it should be celebrated, and we go into that and we will make it much bigger also.
Especially since the central government has repeatedly promoted regional languages.
नई शिक्षा निधि के माध्यम से मोदी जी अब बच्चों को अपनी भाषा में पढ़ाई मिले, अपनी भाषा में टेक्निकल एजुकेशन मिले, अपनी भाषा में मेडिकल एजुकेशन मिले, इसलिए अनेक विध प्रयास लेकर आए हैं। सिर्फ 7 साल के कालखंड में मोदी जी ने 3 करोड़ लोगों को अपना रहने का घर देने का भी काम किया।
The Prime Minister has emphasized on breaking the shackles of being confined by 2 to 3 languages.
इंटेलेक्चुअल स्पेस किसी विशेष भाषा को जानने वाले कुछ लोगों तक ही सीमित क्यों रहनी चाहिए? गुलामी के लंबे कालखंड में भारतीय भाषाओं के विस्तार को रोका गया और आधुनिक ज्ञान विज्ञान रिसर्च को इक्का दुक्का भाषाओं तक सीमित कर दिया गया।
And there's a crisp position on the matter.
भारतीय भाषा, सारे भारतीय भाषा राष्ट्रीय भाषा है। वो गुजराती हो या तमिल हो, पंजाबी हो या ओहमिया हो, बंगाली हो या मराठी हो, सारे भाषा कोई मात्रा में हिंदी अंग्रेजी से कम नहीं है।
So is there an attempt to whip up an artificial language controversy? Let's debate.
Viewers, on the debate, we have Mohan Vishwa, who's spokesperson of the BJP in Karnataka, Savio Rodriguez. Uma Anandan is political analyst and vice president of the Temple Worshippers Society from Chennai. Rahul Ishwar is on the debate. Tanveer Ahmed of the JDS, which is questioning Hindi Diwas, is on the debate. Rebola Sridhar Reddy of the TRS. Kasturi Shankar, activist, and Kapil Madan, who supports the Congress. Tanveer Ahmed, just answer yes or no. You are against the celebration of Hindi Diwas. Am I correct? Your party?
Imposing us to celebrate, yes.
Yes. 1 minute. Don't add any qualifiers.
You can't really impose
Don't
us
add
to
any
celebrate.
qualifiers to it.
Yes.
Don't add any qualifiers. The answer is yes. You want the practice of celebrating Hindi Diwas to be abolished. Yes or no? Yes?
Arnab,
No. I know my name. Answer the question. Do you, are you, no, 1 minute.
That is our identity.
Yeah.
Kannada is our language. Kannada is our identity.
Okay.
We don't want to be really identified with any other thing.
Okay.
We have absolutely no hatred towards
Tanveer,
Hindi
give a short
or any other
reply.
language,
Give a
but
short
don't
reply
impose this
before I have a
languages
third
on us.
question. I have a third question. You see, I'll tell you one thing. Your party leader H.D. Devegowda was for a short period of time the Prime Minister of India. Why did he not abolish it, Hindi Diwas, when he was Prime Minister in 1996? Is that not a relevant question? Uma Anandan has her hand raised. Is that not a relevant question, Uma Anandan, Rahul Ishwar? When he was Prime Minister in 1996, he could have abolished it. Did he? No, don't repeat my name. I know my name.
When he was the Prime Minister, no. Right now, I'll tell you one thing. He didn't really impose. No.
You want to go against one of the core Gandhian
his language was Hindi, really appreciated. Mahatma Gandhi languages, Karnataka and Kannadigas do identify.
Down south for Hindi Pradhan
Malayali. You want to be identified with the Malayalam language. I am a Kannadiga. I want to be identified as Kannada as my language. I don't want any other language to be imposed on me.
Let me be very clear.
We like to be identified with our mother tongue. And the BJP spokesperson.
I'd like Mohan Vishwa to respond.
Let me expose them.
I'd like Mohan Vishwa to respond. Rahul, 1 minute. Rahul, 1 minute. Tanveer, I opened with you, so be quiet now. Now I'm moving to Mohan Vishwa. Mohan Vishwa, are you imposing it? Mohan Vishwa, are you imposing it? I can't hear Mohan Vishwa clearly. Can the audio be improved? Thank you. Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Sort of, yeah.
We are not imposing any Hindi language, and our stand is very clear. When you look at NEP new education policy, we were the first one who made mandatory regional language, padhai karna school made till 6th standard, and also in the graduation, also in the 2-language policy, we were the first state to impose Kannada as the, the important language. Come on, what kind of statement Mr. Tanveer Bhai is making? When he was a prime, hold on, Mr.
Tanveer, hold on, Tanveer. Hold on, Tanveer.
Goes out to S.D. Kumaraswamy, goes out to
Tanveer, I can't hear two people together, so hold on. Volume down for Tanveer. Yeah. Question being,
S.D. Kumaraswamy, who is making controversy here, goes out and he speaks openly in Bengali. Come on, and he holds his hands with some 7 to 8 Hindi leaders in front of Vidhan Sabha in 2018 when he formed the government along with Congress. Come on, what kind of statement is he making? If that was the case, Mr. H.D. Devegowda, who made his independence speech on Red Fort, in which language he made when he was the Prime Minister? It was in Hindi again. So when same H.D. Kumaraswamy was in alliance with us and also with alliance with Congress, he will never open up this issue. And also when Siddaramaiah was in power between 2013 and 2018, Mr. H.D. Kumaraswamy is keeping quiet.
Thank you, Mohan. Mohan, thank you. 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 Thank you, Mohan. Thank you, Mohan. Thank you, Mohan. Thank you, Mohan. Kapil Madan, please come forward. Kapil Madan, please come forward. Kapil Madan, what is the Congress Party's view on the celebration on Hindi Diwas?
Now, Arnab, let me remind you and draw your kind attention to Amit Shah's tweet that was made in April 2022, where Amit Shah mentioned about that there should be one language for all of the country. Can you deny that? You can't deny that. Now, you need to see the remarks made by Siddaramaiah in the context of what was said by Amit Shah. Now, I mean, I agree with you that the celebrations have been happening since long. The celebrations have been happening since long, but you can't, force anyone. You have 22 official languages in the Constitution of India. Now, if someone wants to celebrate, his mother tongue, I mean, you can't force him to, celebrate.
No, 1 minute.
Any other.
Kapil, 1 minute. Rahul, 1 minute. I want to respond to Kapil. Kapil, your party says, Bharat Jodo, you are trying to divide people on the basis of language now. You have tried on the basis of religion. And look at you. Your party wants to divide people on the basis of language. For your information, I am now speaking to both of you. JDS spokesperson, be quiet for a minute. Be quiet for a minute, Tanveer.
I love my mother tongue.
Tanveer, don't try to create an issue where it does not exist. I'll tell you. 1 minute, just be quiet for a minute.
No,
okay?
It is an issue.
Listen to me, Tanveer. Tanveer, listen to me.
Why are you imposing a
Tanveer, listen to me. Stop shouting. Listen to me now. You know that 1st November is celebrated as Kannada Rajyotsava to mark the assimilation of Kannada-speaking regions as Karnataka? Who is changing it? Who is changing it? You call. No, 1 minute. This issue, and I request my brothers and sisters in the southern part of this country, particularly to be careful of their politicians. Revala Sridhar Reddy is with us today. Ask him, is 29th August not celebrated, Mr. Reddy, as Telugu Language Day? Huh? It is celebrated. Now, 14th September is not celebrated as Gujarat Language Day? Is 11th March not celebrated as the day when the Odia language was given the classical language status? Lies told to the people of our country that your language is being challenged and threatened. It's not. Correct. It's not. And I request you, Mr. Reddy, play a nationalistic role. Don't you stop people. Your job is to stop people. I know that your leaders are talking to H.D. Kumaraswamy, but you must know that you have to stop people like Tanveer Ahmed today from lying. It is your responsibility. You must tell him that, Tanveer, you're a liar. Because last week the Chief Secretary of Karnataka, Vandita Sharma, made it mandatory for Kannada to be used in all events organized by the union and state governments in the state. You must tell him, Mr. Reddy, you must tell Tanveer, don't lie on national television. Don't provoke the people of Karnataka. Tell him that, Mr. Reddy, play a nationalistic role on my show. Everybody's watching you right now. Stop him from lying. You stop Tanveer from lying.
See, we are very clear.
Sir, stop him from lying, sir. Rise above politics. Sir, you have to stop him from lying. It is your duty.
Oppose the statement of Kumaraswamy. That is their state and they are up to them. But we oppose strongly that, imposition of one language or other on the entire country.
Who is imposing, sir?
Who is imposing? All languages equal in our state.
Who is imposing?
We are a melting pot of cultures. We have diverse cultures. Let's respect all languages equally. If somebody is, celebrating one Diwas, it's okay. But we are clear. Imposition of one language or other is not correct. That is the stand of TRS party. If Kumaraswamy is speaking something in Karnataka,
Mr. Reddy, Mr. Reddy, 1 minute. Mr. Reddy, 1 minute. Mr. Reddy, 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. No, Savio, I bring the point here. My brothers and sisters, my friends, in the southern part of the country, I must say this to you. Politicians don't have courage, you see, they don't speak the truth. They say everything, they twist everything that suits them. Is Hindi Diwas being celebrated at the cost of any other language? You prove it to me. Hindi Diwas will be celebrated on the 14th tomorrow. Is Hindi Diwas being celebrated at the cost of any other?
Absolutely.
Again a lie. Again a lie by Tanveer. A lie by the professional liar Tanveer Ahmed.
You need to go to a bank. Have you ever seen a bank?
I let Uma Anandan come in. Savio, 1 minute. Let Uma Anandan counter. Uma Anandan is coming in from Chennai. Uma ji.
Go to a rural city of Karnataka.
Uma ji, 1 minute. Uma ji.
There is a saying in Tamil. Yes, there is a saying in Tamil which says, if the mother-in-law breaks the pot, it is a golden pot. If the daughter-in-law breaks, it's a mud pot. It is the same politics that is being continued by all these people. Has anybody said, don't celebrate Kannada? And Mr. Modi has repeatedly spoken about our Tamil literature, the greatness of this language, how ancient it is, all that. But now these people, we have celebrated.
Can you just say that in Tamil? Can you just say that in Tamil? The proverb you use, just say it in Tamil.
Yes.
Yeah, please. And then you can translate it again. Yeah.
The proverb, it said, Mamiyar udaital mankudam, Marmagal udaital ponkudam. That is a saying. Same way these people, whatever Mr. Modi or center does, is a gold pot. Mud pot.
தயவு செஞ்சு கேளுங்க இங்க தயவு செஞ்சு கேளுங்க தமிழ் பத்தி
எனக்கு தமிழையும் நல்லா தான் பண்றாங்க சும்மா பேசாதீங்க தமிழை பத்தி எவ்வளவு மோடி பேசிருக்காரு மோடி உங்களுக்கு தெரியாத தமிழை பேசிருக்காரு நிர்மலா சீதாராமன் spoken in parliament நிர்மலா சீதாராமன் நமக்கு ಕನ್ನಡ ಗೊತ್ತು எனக்கு ಕನ್ನಡ ಗೊತ್ತು ನಾನು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ನಾನು ಮಾತಾಡಬೇಕಂತ ಕನ್ನಡ ಗೊತ್ತು ಕನ್ನಡ ವಸನ ಇಲ್ಲ ಎಲ್ಲವೇ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ all the languages equal ನಾನು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ನಾವು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ನಾ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂತೆ ನಾವು ಕನ್ನಡ ಹಿಂದಿ ನೈ ಬೇಡ ನಾ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ಹಿಂದಿ ಇಸ್ ದ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಶನ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಫಾರ್
ಹಿಂದಿ ಬೇಡ ಯಾರು ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ ಓಕೆ ಯಾರು ಹಿಂದಿ ಬೇಡ ಅಂತ சொல்லல
ಹಿಂದಿ ಬೇಡ ಯಾರು ಹೇಳಲ್ಲ
ಕಸ್ತೂರಿ
English for the greater good. I'm going to shift back to English for the greater good. This is not about refusing Hindi at all. We are not denying or we are not declining Hindi. Uma madam, you know that I have supported you in your temple issues, but when it comes to language, I think it's very important to understand that
matter, but
love for a language and acceptance of a language cannot be forced upon madam. I heard you out. I think it's common courtesy that I deserve the common courtesy from you if you have any to give me.
No, I tell you one thing. I tell you, Kasturi, I want to, Kasturi, listen to me, please. Please listen to me for a minute. Thank you so much. You see, respect for all languages exists. And you just must give me a moment to explain this. Respect for all languages exists. There are politicians who want to take advantage. They are not going to tell you that Basavaraj Bommai, the BJP Chief Minister of Karnataka, promised 20 crores from his discretionary quota to the Kannada University in Hampi. Did he not inaugurate 5 buildings in the university campus? Is there a problem with Hindi Diwas? There is absolutely not. In fact, the Karnataka government said that Kannada, they implemented the 2015 Kannada Language Learning Act, which makes it compulsory to learn Kannada either as a second language or a medium of instruction. So there is no question here. You see, my point is, we want to divide India, Kasturi. We want to create a situation where a feeling goes into you that if anyone celebrates Hindi, Tamil is threatened, Assamese is threatened, Bengali is threatened, Kannada is threatened. It's not threatened. Bommai promised Kannada in higher education. The government is considering the NEP panel recommendations to make Kannada compulsory. 1 minute. Kannada has been made compulsory in UG only to be stopped by the High Court. So even for 3-year degree courses, for 4 semesters, Kannada was compulsory. These are the things that people will not tell you. But what it is so easy in this country to do, Umaji, is to go and say, you know, there is a conspiracy. They want to impose Hindi and they want to dilute the emphasis on our local language. It's not true. And you know what? The result of this kind of a situation is unfortunately, Kasturi, where I'll tell you, no. Problem is, Kasturi, a situation emerges where you will not see. No. There is a situation, Umaji. I'll just take one line to complete. Umaji. See. Umaji, one line and I'll close.
When
Unfortunately,
Sitaramanji spoke in Parliament about the Tamil verses, ancient Tamil verses,
languages,
the Tamilians themselves didn't know it.
Precisely. Umaji,
and they speak about their Tamil pride.
Umaji, my point is that unfortunately in our country, hatred is sown. Some people will say it is cool to learn Spanish. Spanish is not a threat, but Hindi is a threat. They will say tomorrow, Savio, no. French is not a threat, but Hindi is a threat.
Okay.
No. That is my limited point. I have Kasturi versus Savio now. Kasturi versus Savio.
All right. I'm going to say this.
Kasturi and Savio.
Arnab, this is not about Hindi.
Kasturi and Savio first. Kasturi then Savio.
Hindi being relevant. Hindi is a regional language, and it is absolutely my pleasure. I'd be delighted to celebrate Hindi along with all the Hindi-speaking states, because let's not forget that India, the Union of India, which was a conglomeration of, it was a union of many different provinces which were not language based, but we have divided it under the Congress rule. 70 years ago, we have made this country divided into states on linguistic basis. So if you're going to come and say Karnataka gives priority to Kannada over Hindi, and that is a problem for you, and that in turn translates to you as disrespect or declaration of Hindi, that is completely wrong. Arnab, you're completely wrong.
Kasturi, you are completely wrong, totally wrong, and factually wrong, and I'll tell you why. I take no satisfaction, Kasturi, by telling you that you are wrong on the program.
Nobody is saying Hindi is a
No, but I have to tell you that you are wrong, and unlike you, I'll prove it with facts.
What is your problem?
Kasturi, if you stop talking, I'll counter you.
Why should it be
If you stop talking, I'll counter. Just 1 second.
It's not imposed. It's voluntary.
Kasturi, listen to me. 1 minute. My base language is also Assamese. I can also 1 minute, relax. I can also speak Bengali, right? I understand and have studied Marathi.
I can speak
Hindi. So we are not showing off, but no language for me. No language for me is at the cost of the other. 1 minute. Certainly no Indian language. Question is, that you forget the reality. You have tried to make this issue to become an anti-Modi, anti-Amit Shah issue. In that case, 1 minute. Kasturi, you have to let me complete. Am I stopping you in between? Because you're cutting my flow of thought. I'm talking in the stream of consciousness and you have to stop right now. Modi in Chennai on the 26th of May this year said, Tamil is an eternal language. Did he not? He said, Tamil culture is global. Did he not?
I will also
No, don't listen to the people who are telling you otherwise.
I also say Hindi is a beautiful language. All people of South India are ready to accept Hindi is a beautiful language.
Then what's the problem?
Why does it have to have priority or dominance over the other
Who said? Define that.
language?
Define that for me. 1 minute, 1 minute. You're going to have to qualify that. You're going to have to qualify that. Savio, 1 minute. Kasturi, will you stop for a minute? Savio, she has used the phrase, why does Hindi have to be dominant? To which I am compelled to ask you to take her on, and you can ask her to prove factually that Hindi is being made dominant over any other language. I think she has to validate that point. She can't just make that point, I feel Hindi is being made. She has to validate it. Right now, she has to validate it, or she has to take that comment back. Yeah, Savio.
Well, Kasturi, let me give you a little bit of facts which you're probably not aware of. But the problem that we are talking about today in 2022 was a problem discussed way back in 1949. And it was the Munshi Iyengar formula that was decided during the drafting of the Constitution to arrive at September 14, 1949, at that point of time, to be Hindi Diwas. So what was the talk all about? What was the debate all about? Was about the languages that the country will adopt. And that's when Hindi.
Just because something
that's
was
when Hindi.
done
Can I complete?
Doesn't mean
I did not interrupt you, Kasturi. I did not interrupt you. You don't like facts. You want to create an issue. Hindi is the official language. Hindi Diwas is something that is being celebrated. It is not imposed on anybody. If our founding fathers thought Hindi was the official language, then they would have had a wisdom at that point of time. The founding fathers would have had a wisdom. They allowed for the states to decide on the state's official language. But the national official language was Hindi. The national official language was Hindi. The second language was English, which was allowed till 1965.
It is the official language.
The official language, my dear. The official language, Kasturi. The official language, Kasturi.
But that's a
official language, Kasturi.
I mean, just because
official language.
The second
associate language.
Are we going to bring back Article 370 because it was historically accepted? Some things were stupid to start with, and it's time to
I want to ask you. Kasturi, let me ask you this question. 1 minute. I put the question differently. Kasturi, you're not listening. So I find it. 1 minute, please. 1 minute. Savio, now 1 minute. Savio, 1 minute. 1 minute. We talk about why should Hindi be promoted nationally. Okay, this is the moot point now. And I want to bring Tanveer back into the debate. Tanveer, listen to the question here right now. Why don't you put Tamil or Marathi or Konkani or Malayalam over Kannada in Karnataka? Why? There are people who speak.
That's ridiculous.
There are no. 1 minute. It's not. First of all, Kasturi, you haven't understood the logic. And what is ridiculous is that you can't understand the logic, but that doesn't allow you to make a judgment on it. I'm talking to, there is a logic. If I ask you a question, 1 minute. The point here is this. It is not ridiculous simply because, Tanveer, let me explain why I'm asking this question. People will say, Arnab, what is it? What a ridiculous question to ask. Why should Malayalam or Konkani or Hindi or Marathi or Tamil or Telugu or Urdu for that matter be placed over Kannada in Karnataka? The answer that Tanveer will give me, Arnab, you're being ridiculous, because in Karnataka, the Kannada speaking population is between 65 to 70% of the state. Okay, exactly. Urdu speaking population, about 6 million, is about 10% of the state. Tanveer, listen to me. So the point is, if there is a language spoken by so many people, it must be promoted. Equally, across India, there are 43% of people who speak Hindi. Okay, you will not put Malayalam over Kannada in Karnataka as a language to promote. and you will also hide the fact, this is an important point, Rahul, that in 2016, Narendra Modi asked all ministries in his government to make all websites available in all official Indian languages on priority. No Prime Minister of India had done that since 1947. The only Prime Minister who has acted for the promotion of... No, 1 minute. I will have to totally expose you now. It is only Narendra Modi. And one more point. Now listen to me. You need to be completely exposed. Why shouting now? See, Rahul, now he'll try to stop me. Now he'll try to stop me.
Just one point, just one submission. They are artificially trying to engineer a controversy. They are artificially trying to engineer a controversy and play petty parochialism. Let us be very clear about it. They want to artificially engineer a controversy, play the victim card, miss the historical context. And Tanvir, just one line. Please, for God's sake, listen to one line. There is a cultural context. There is a historical context. And please remember, even in South, we are Indians first, sir. Are you a Kannadiga first or an Indian first? I'm an Indian first. I'm an Indian from South. I'm an Indian residing in Kerala. I'm an Indian who's a Kannadiga. I'm an Indian who's a Kannadiga. Who is denying that? Exactly. I'm an Indian who's a Kannadiga. Indian identity should be prominent. And India has a diversity. And Hindi is the part of that diversity and historical movement.
India is
That's
not
the reason
Hindi.
why father of the nation,
India is not
Mahatma
Hindi.
Gandhi,
I
wanted
can be a
Hindi to
Kannadiga
be
who would be a
promoted.
proud
There is
Indian.
a cultural context.
Why India
Mahatma
has to
Gandhi
be
himself
an
was a
equator to
Gujarati.
Hindi?
But
Hindi
Mahatma
is not an
Gandhi promoted
identity.
Hindi because there is a cause, there is a link language. Now let us understand why Hindi Prajar Sabha was formed. Why Mahatma Gandhi did it. There is a cultural and historical context which you cannot ignore. We can be proud Malayalis, Kannadigas, Tamil and also learn Hindi.
We
Please remember,
identify only with one language, that is Kannada. That is our cultural identity, and that is
this use of the word hate. Tanvir,
we don't hate any other language. We love Kannada.
Let us inspire
Tanvir, one minute. Viewers, I don't want to do what I'm about to do. Do you think I like to attack people or like to personally attack people on the program? But if somebody is threatening our country, Umaji, I'm compelled to do it. Then people ask me, why are you getting aggressive again? I want to tell you, Umaji, you are here, you listen to Kasturi right now. Umaji, I will make a point. Kasturi is an activist and also a well-known actor. It seems to me both of you are acquainted with each other. Kasturi, don't you know? Actually, Umaji, I'll ask you, doesn't Kasturi know that the union government has sanctioned a huge grant going into many dozens of crores, over 40 to 50 crores, I am told, towards the Central Institute of Classical Tamil in Chennai, which is one of the biggest promotions of classical Tamil done by any central government in over a decade. Narendra Modi has done more for the promotion of classical Tamil than any Prime Minister, including governments in which the DMK or ADMK have been a part of in the past. No Prime Minister has done as much for Tamil as Narendra Modi has. Yes. And these people want to say, oh, you're pushing Hindi over Tamil. It's ridiculous, Umaji. Ridiculous, divisive attitude, Umaji. You must educate Kasturi.
Nobody can push Hindi over Tamil. That's the beauty
the introduction of Tamil chair in basic in Benares Hindu University
for his impetus on Tamil many a time in the past. That notwithstanding, it does not take away the fact that Hindi Diwas may or may not be a threat, but I don't think it's a threat. I think it should be completely voluntary because it's not relevant.
Coming from?
You people do what is relevant in their geographical area, in their political area.
So weak?
And I'm not a politician. I'm not a hypocritical politician who takes one stance when they are in rule and when they are in power and one stance when they are in opposition. That I will leave to the Siddharamayas and the Kumaraswamis of the world. You can ask them questions. I have been consistent in saying Hindi is not relevant. I'm in Hyderabad now. I live and work in Telangana.
Yeah, you are in Hyderabad.
Yes, I live and work in Telangana. I'm from Tamil Nadu.
Yeah,
not a single person who speaks Urdu speaks Hindi here. There's a clear demarcation here. People don't accept Hindi. People laugh. I try talking to people in Hindi. In Hyderabad, it's a city for God's sake. You go to a rural part of Telangana, bilkul kuch nahi. Telugu ke siva kuch nahi.
You have to survive.
It's very difficult to communicate with people.
You have to survive.
You know what I'm talking about, right? You know what I'm talking about. It is completely
I think
difficult to go have a conversation in Hindi.
Savvy, why you are so
How
amused?
to read signposts in
Can
Hindi.
you survive
It's
outside
stupid to
Tamil
have.
Nadu without
There are
rail?
all the geographical signposts, railway
That is why you're
boards.
taking
You know,
all in
I
Hindi
find
and English.
Kasturi
There is no
extremely
focus.
amusing.
That your language is so
I find Kasturi extremely amusing because what she has not understood, and I'm sure she hasn't read because her conversation brings out her intelligence levels, or the Munshi Iyengar formula. Please go. I advise you, if you want, I'll send you the text on
70 years ago.
Read the
Things have
Munshi
to
Iyengar
change
formula.
according to the times. That was a compromise.
Well,
It
they
hasn't
had the
worked for
same
70
debate.
years.
Kasturi,
If
they had
something
the
didn't work
same
for 70
debate.
years,
The debate is
you are
happening
the
today in
intelligent person in this
2022.
conversation.
So what
You
has
have judged
changed?
my intelligence.
What
Tell me
has
if
that
something doesn't
changed?
work for 70
You
years.
call people
Will you
hypocritical
continue with it?
politician. You're an ill-informed actor or actress. Please read the Munshi Iyengar formula. It is so relevant today. That's why I'm asking you to read it. The laws that were formed before also are relevant today. So please read it. Do you know which part of the Constitution? 343 to 351.
But I tell you
Go
this.
read the Constitution.
I tell you this.
Read the Constitution. Inform
in
yourself.
1949,
You know,
when this
inform
coalition came
yourself.
up,
Increase
that
your
is the
intelligence.
reason we don't have
Increase your
Hindi as the
intelligence.
national language.
Increase your intelligence.
Mr. Revala Sridhar Reddy, Mr. Sridhar Reddy, I hope I have been able to establish to you.
Mr. Reddy,
I hope
tell me if I'm right or wrong, right?
No, Mr. Reddy, I don't think Mr. Reddy agrees with your view that nobody understands Hindi in Hyderabad. Please understand, we all go and speak Hindi in Hyderabad and get along perfectly well. Perfectly well. When I go to Hyderabad, when I speak Hindi, I'm understood perfectly well. Unlike you, I don't go into this nuance. You know, Kasturi, people understand Urdu but not Hindi, and you have to speak Hindi with a Urdu accent.
Unlike me,
or
I think
Urdu
you
with a
don't
Hindi
really talk
accent.
to the
You are so
Hindu,
divisive in your thought, Kasturi. You disappoint me. No, I'm fine. I'm fine. I come to Hyderabad more often than you've been there. Maybe you're staying there now. I do perfectly well speaking Hindi in Hyderabad. Yes, Mr. Reddy.
I'm sure you do.
We are a melting pot of cultures. We have people coming from various parts of the
Talk to
country.
the people on this.
Yeah,
We
Mr.
respect
Reddy.
all the languages and we understand Hindi better, and all Telangana understand Hindi better. The question is not, rather Hindi speaking or not speaking. The issue is we believe in not imposing one language or other over other languages.
That
The issue
is.
is if somebody is celebrating, let them celebrate. The issue is if somebody is trying for a language dominance, that is the issue. What Mr. Kumaraswamy spoke about. Let the government of Karnataka answer it. Let the union government answer it. Here in Telangana, I told you, we have people from various parts of the country. So there is no question of disrespecting somebody, imposing some language. So let's treat all languages equally.
Kannada as compulsory language in the graduation time, and also for the first 5 year of school children education, the regional language will be taught. See, please understand. This is not done by either Kumaraswamy or Congress. This is done by Narendra Modi ji only.
Only thing is that in Amit Shah's,
where is the
statements
question
in
of
the past.
imposition?
But I wonder, Rahul and Kapil, Hindi is the third or fourth most spoken language in the world. No, if it is not to be celebrated in India, do you expect Hindi to be celebrated in China?
People celebrate
I don't understand this. Are we not to celebrate one of the most spoken languages in the world?
Hindi is one of the most celebrated languages in the world. We should be proud of all our language. And we should be proud that there is a language like Hindi which the world recognizes and celebrates. And I don't know which part of Telangana or Andhra that Hindi is not understood. I've been to Hyderabad many times. People there are comfortable with Hindi. Let us understand that there is a cultural significance, historical significance about Hindi. And हमें Hindi अपनाना चाहिए. Hindi is ours too. English is a foreign language. We all respect English. We all study English. But Hindi is our language at the end of the day. Hindi is in our family. Malayalam, Tamil, Telugu, all are in our family. And Prime Minister Narendra Modi pointed out that Tamil is older than Sanskrit. So there is a balance and consensus. Like Savio was rightly pointed out, we have reached a consensus 70 to 75 years ago. And even some people now want to instigate and incite people in the name of languages.
No,
Can I now respond?
I just wish to ask you, since your party is on a Bharat Jodo Yatra, I hope that you will be true to the vision. true to the vision of Mahatma Gandhi, who while chairing the 8th Hindi Sahitya Sammelan in Indore 1918 said that my humble but firm opinion is that unless we do not provide Hindi the national language status and regional languages their adequate importance, then all talks of a Swarajya are meaningless. This is what Mahatma Gandhi said.
Exactly.
And I find it worrying that the Vadra Congress, however removed from Mahatma Gandhi, should challenge that thought.
So now thank you, Arnab, for quoting what Mahatma Gandhi said. I think he very rightly and very specifically mentioned that we should give adequate importance to the regional language. Now the question here is, now if one needs
but
to
he
celebrate
said provide
language,
Hindi the national language status also.
Now
he said that also.
Arnab.
Why did you miss the first part?
Can I respond now? The gentleman here mentioned that he wants to adopt Hindi. Hindi is there in the Telugu family, Malayalam family. So I mean, for his family it may be true, but there are few families who are not comfortable in Hindi. Their mother tongue may be something else, maybe Kannada, maybe Malayalam, maybe Telugu, maybe Punjabi, maybe something else. Now, the only point is, if you want to celebrate, you celebrate, but you can't have a forced celebration on someone whose mother tongue is something else.
Explain.
That's the limited argument that I am trying to make here.
Bharat Jodo is Hindi. Bharat Jodo itself is Hindi.
So how is that relevant here? How is it that relevant here?
Why we use Hindi?
Now,
why we use Hindi there?
What kind of?
Why do you say?
What kind of argument? What kind of an absurd argument he's trying to make here?
Why do you use Hindi there?
What I say now? What I say? What I am saying here. I mean, there could be people. I mean, I think you've not read all the posters. If you see the Bharat Jodo Yatra, there are regional posters also. Translated, I will send you the poster. Perhaps you've not seen those posters. Perhaps BJP Arnab will not show you those posters. You've not seen those posters. You've not seen those posters. Bharat Jodo, you have posters in all languages there, in Tamil also. In Tamil also it is there.
Forgetting Mahatma Gandhi's position on Hindi.
The person whose mother tongue is Tamil, or maybe Malayalam, or maybe Telugu, can you force him that you please celebrate Hindi Diwas when in fact he is not comfortable in speaking Hindi? Can there be a forced celebration? I'm asking you. Can there be a forced celebration?
Well, I think the only thing that I've proven in the debate is that there is no issue at all. I think issue is being made of a complete non-issue. I have managed to expose it. Viewers, believe me, nowhere is Hindi being imposed at the expense of Hindi is not being imposed. No language is being imposed on anyone in this country. We are in every way, including a linguistic democracy. I thank you all, viewers, and everyone, whether in South, East, West, whichever part of this country, don't get taken with these lies. Finally, from the VCK calling for a separate statehood, to controversial comments by controversial DMK leader A. Raja against a religion, there is an attempt to polarize, instigate and divide by certain political quarters increasingly in Tamil Nadu. Now, they must get the message loud and clear. Tamil Nadu is integral to India and India is integral to Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu is integral to the